best part about our preseason game too was only one player coming out during the scrimmage. Spencer Spiegel with a scary concussion, but I think everything's going to be okay with him. Other than that, nobody came out at that practice, so that was good. Obviously, that's been a concern of ours all camp. There were 14 scholarship players today that did not go because of injuries, so we were at 56 for today, and obviously that's a scary number. So the second half, we didn't tackle the second half, as you saw after the first series, just to limit injuries, especially since we had gotten through the first half without any injuries happening. I was pleased at times with the run game. I think we ended up with probably about 250 yards on 42 carries. So that was good to see that get going. That was kind of an emphasis of the day. That Mitch played well again. Matt did some good things. Markeith Ambles, I think, was the leading receiver. So there were some good things.
Are you concerned that the number one offense can't seem to get on track against the number one defense?
Yeah, it seems like that they do some good things and then too many negative plays. And so we've got to limit those. There was a sack there on the first drive after a first down. So we just got to do things right and more consistent. Go from there.
How would you assess how Matt Barkley has performed so far in this training camp?
Really well. I think he's had a very good camp. I think his scrimmages have probably been B's. His practices have been A's for the most part. So we're pleased with where both those guys are at. Exciting to have two guys. To see Mitch's development is, probably one of the brightest spots of what we've done with this roster, I think, as far as seeing where he is now compared to where he was the first day that we got here. As far as the first spring practice with him, it's come a long ways. I think he feels very comfortable in the system. We feel very comfortable with him.
Will he face the ones at all in the next preseason game? I mean, he hasn't had an opportunity to go against that first team.
Yeah, we flopped him today right there at the end, and then I think the drive went so long with the ones. I don't think we came back with him. We were going to do it there at the end, but just kind of wanted to get to the threes and get out here with no more injuries. So he does it in practice at times.
Happy with what you saw from Bryce?
Pardon?
Happy with what you saw from Bryce today?
Yeah, Bryce continues to do things well. I think that, as we look at it as a staff, Bryce is probably, he's put himself probably into those, top 3-4 receivers, and we'll look to play him a lot.
How come Houston did pretty much all of the plays today?
Yeah, like I mentioned, whenever that was, when you guys asked me, he's kind of taking the lead there, and it was good to see today. He made all the extra points, made a couple field goals, so we're pleased with his progress right now.
Nikhil, does he show you something different every day, something special? See that?
Yeah, he's kind of, he's kind of the defensive version of Dylan as far as, he can do so many things. He plays nickel for us, plays outside for us, and you just saw him return kicks as well. That's pretty unusual for a guy. Dylan had 15 practices from the spring. Nikhil's had whatever, 12, 13 practices, whatever we're at. So I think he's going to be a really special player for us.